Good morning, and thank you very much for joining this new publication of LatinNCAP results. This is phase 7, and in this opportunity, LatinNCAP is going to show one car tested and rated recently. The model tested was the Chevy Spark GT made in India. The car is offered in the basic version without airbags, and as you remember, LatinNCAP is selecting the basic version available in terms of safety. This model is offered in massive markets like Mexico. The results for the Chevy Spark GT no airbags is 0 stars for adult occupant protection and 0 stars for child occupant protection. Here you can see the color dummies, both front dummies with red chest and red head on the driver's side. Now we are watching the video. As you can see, the impact of the head and the chest of the driver's side explains the 0 stars for adult occupant protection. Even though the car had a stable structure, which is positive, still the injuries that we have recorded in the driver and passenger both explain high probability of life-threatening injuries, and this leads automatically to a 0 star in adult occupant protection. As explained, structure was rated as stable. It is an unfortunate decision that Chevrolet decided to strip this car from all safety equipment compared to this version when it was offered, used to be offered in Europe with 6 airbags and ESC in some markets. Once again, we see in the front crash the impact of the head and the chest of the driver and the high compression in the passenger chest as well. Both explain the 0 stars for adults. Now we go to the child occupant, and we see the 18 months old installed forward facing, which was a surprise for LatinNCAP. The high levels of injuries that we recorded in this dummy explain the low result in child occupant protection, as well as the injuries recorded in the 3-year-old dummy. It is a surprise because the tendency is that we keep children for rearward facing for longer time, and usually 18 months old child occupants are automatically installed rearward facing, but in this case Chevrolet decided not to do so. However, both child seats were anchored with ISOFIX anchorages, which as mentioned are available in this car. We were surprised that the marking of the ISOFIX was not the right one, the location of the top tethers, and mainly even using the ISOFIX anchorages, the results were still poor, showing just 0 stars for the child occupant protection. This once again reinforces our message that it's not just about having the equipment, but it's just also having a proper combination with the child seat that the manufacturer develops in order to absorb energy and really protect the child occupants, not just having the equipment there or having the items like ISOFIX, for example. As a summary, Chevy Spark GT, no airbags, 0 stars for adults, 0 stars for child occupant protection. As a reminder, the structure was rated as stable, so is in principle seems to be equipment needed to improve this car. Structure is a good base of a starting point, but this car used to be offered with minimum safety equipment, 6 airbags in Europe, and unfortunately for Latin America it's completely stripped in the basic version from all airbags in the car as well as electronic stability control. The impact in the head and the chest of the driver explain the 0 stars. Also the red chest or the high compression in the passenger side also explains the 0 stars for the adult occupant protection. We thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for staying with us once again. Before we finish this presentation, we would like to acknowledge our supporters: Bloomberg Philanthropies, FI Foundation, Global NCAP, ICRT and IADB. Thank you very much and stay tuned. See you next time. We're going to publish more results before the end of 2016.